Hey, what's going on, guys? So you got to be able to laugh at yourself as much as you praise yourself, and that's what we're doing in this live stream. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, Jumani, we can relate, man. We can relate, and I'm not gonna lie. I had to laugh at myself. I had to laugh at myself because a lot of the stuff that I do, he does too, and a lot of the stuff that he's done to himself, I did too. But there's a big difference in me and him that I gotta acknowledge. Of course, I'm gonna acknowledge shortly that would make me nothing like him in an extreme category. But in regards to like life, a lot of the similarities are there, and it's funny. I actually want to have a sit down with Jumani. I think it'd be interesting, it'd be funny, entertaining. Shout out to Stream of Consciousness. So, in this live stream, I'm going to talk about the similarities, the reason why a lot of you guys are, you know, I'm in agreement. So Big Black saying that I'm his dad. Nah, I'm not his dad because a lot of the mistakes that he's making, I would have smacked myself across the head. I would have smacked him upside his head. Shout out to Brandon Diaz. No, I'm not Pedro. Pedro is phony. No offense to Pedro. I know we're not beefing, but Pedro's phony. He sold his soul. Shout out to that. Like, there's stuff that I wouldn't do for companies just to get money from these companies. And a lot of people about, I'm not going to get into that because I have no issues with Pedro. Get your money, bro. That's for your family. And that's the reason why I'm not up there because I'm not going to sell out people for a couple bucks. Oh, that's 100,000 or something. Yeah, heck yeah. But for like $500 in referral bonuses, I'm gonna tell people that I can make like $5,000 a month on an app. I'm not gonna do that. Shout out to Maverick in the building. What's going on? No, I was gonna sell chains, but remember I told y'all that the app was trying to charge me a monthly VIP fee that even me they tried to charge because I put my card on file. And I'm like, heck, I'm not doing that to y'all. That's a scam. A lot of y'all would have bought chains, but then they're gonna take an extra $50 out your account, and y'all gonna be coming at me like, I want my money back, or I'm gonna come hurt you. I'm not about to deal with that because I know they're scamming. So yeah, I'm not gonna put myself in that situation. No, I'm not friends with Jumani. I don't know him personally. I think he watched one of my videos. He thought that I was dissing him on one video, but no, I was just saying nothing like him. Now, let's yeah, you would have bought one, you would have been mad at me because they would have took that extra 50 out of your account that they tried to charge me. But thank God I have my card locked. But let's get into the meat and potatoes. So Jumani, a lot of the situations that he's talked about, I've talked about, like the fact I want to live a dream and I don't want to work a job. I don't want to work a 9 to 5. Pretty much, I'm too good to work at CVS and Walgreens. I'd rather not work at all. I never said I'd rather not work at all. I'm sorry. I've always had money coming in one way or another. So I never did the whole not working at all, but I have done the whole I don't want to work at Walgreens. And I've never destroyed the property of something. I always leave on good terms. Like FedEx, I didn't destroy uh I didn't destroy the vehicle. So I on StreamYard you can only add on YouTube. So maybe in the future I'll do that, but it ain't that deep. Uh, but back to the point, that whole, I'm too good to do a job, but I'm broke, ain't been me. I'm sorry. And once again, I didn't destroy none of the company's property that I work for. I didn't destroy FedEx. I didn't go out with Thing on GoFo. All the companies other than FedEx, because of me streaming, I can go back to. Uh, I'm on good terms, so I'm not gonna, compare myself to him there. Um, in regards to struggling, I've never gotten to a point that I gambled the last of my money, knowing that that's the last of my money and I'm going to be down bad. I've never done that. You know, uh, Shout out to Nav in the building. You got to understand this, guys. There's levels to it. See, with me, Yes, I sports bet. Yes, I get it, guys. I sports bet. Boo, boo, boo. But I never had a bad moment where like I was down bad, like I couldn't stop and I was just cooked. I've never gotten that low because what happens is that I'm sports betting. I'm sports betting and I get up so much money, so much paper that, when I do end up losing, I lose some of the profit, but I'm still ahead overall. That's the reason why last year, when I lost the FedEx job, I was able to just sports bet for a living for like 4 months. I paid all my bills, moved in an apartment. I did everything I could do. And think about it. Yeah, stream of consciousness. Think about this. I um, was paying $1,500 for a house that I was in at the time. So I was paying $1,500 for a house the whole entire time without being late. Not one time I was late. I was on time every single month. Every single month, the rent was paid, everything was good. All because I was sports betting. Now, of course, if I think it might have been a little bit different for me if I had, um, I was doing craps and all that. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I would probably be down bad because see with craps. Hold on. I got three deliveries at the same building. But yeah, uh, that's the point. Shout out to J Media, shout out to Good Riddance. But that's the point, you know. C10. That's weird. First day at this new job, and I got like one apartment delivery. I got like multiple, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to have multiple in that one apartment. And, well, yeah, this is it. This is right. But yeah, it's just crazy work. It's crazy work that this guy, uh, you know, like. No, the thing is, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, I'm binging his videos now. Like people are doing. I thought that. See, this is the thing. Most people, when they clip my clips, they're clipping political takes, which I stand by. I'm sorry. Like I did the whole welfare. No, this is a job, guys. But I did the whole hourly. I did the whole welfare uh, conversation. Where I talked about how you have, uh, these certain rules that people gotta uh, stand by to get to your social programs, and I stand by that. There's certain programs. There's certain programs you have to have. Appreciate that, Seahawk. Yeah, there's certain programs you have to rules you have to have for certain programs so people aren't cooking themselves. Package drop off. Thanks. You mind if I? I'm sorry. Mind if I take a quick photo?
Yep, of that. Thank you. Thanks. Have a good day. All right. Uh, so no, guys, I work both jobs. I do Lyft and I got a job. So I got structure, a little bit more structure. My son got a big move. We just kind of made him do. Big move we made him do. But not made him do, but we talked him into doing. So we got a big move that I'm not gonna tell y'all about no time soon. Y'all gonna find out it's something big that you would never expect. That I gotta have I gotta have guaranteed money coming in now. Can't be playing no games with the random stuff. So yeah, I'm doing that's dope. I'm not doing all that with stocks and all that. But yeah, um, I'm doing this job right now. I'm going kind of slow because it's my first day. But in a uh, couple weeks, I'm gonna be a beast at this. And be making some decent money. Making good money now, but I'm talking about like beast mode money. But yeah, I'm doing both. I'm doing this right now, and I'll be doing Lyft after I get off. But today I got a basketball game, so I'm probably gonna go after I get done with this. Hey, how you doing? After I get done with this, I'm gonna go buy some food to cook at the house, and then I'm going to um, eat, go to my game, go back and shower, and I'm gonna do gig work for like 4 hours, and I'm going to call it a day. We're grinding it out now, boys. We're grinding it out now. But yeah, Jumani, he is different than me because like he's gambling. Like, yes, I get it. What I'm doing would be considered gambling. I get it. But just ain't the same because of the fact, you know, you know it's a high chance of you not making no money. With sports betting for me, I'm I'm killing it. Like I always make more than I need for the month. So what I mean by that is I make more than okay. So if I start with $1,000, I'm making at least for the month $3,000 to $4,000 off sports betting. Guaranteed profit. Okay. Now the situation is I start making that easy money and I want more than that. So I start, betting bigger and I just, cycle. But I always make uh, big money. Yes, Jamie, I appreciate those sentiments. That's what people don't understand. I'm actually showing y'all my winning. And it ain't no, I only show y'all the wins. I show y'all the losses too. I tell y'all, I come over here and tell y'all. Like I literally made the one week, like a month ago, I made like $4,000 in like a week. 2 weeks I showed y'all, but then I told y'all the next following week that I'm down to after paying all my bills, which my bills every month are $2,000, and paying up everything else that I in my life I got to pay for. I'm down to $1,000 in my account. So I'm done betting until I get enough cushion because I'm not going to bet until I don't have nothing left. Guys, I'm not betting until I have nothing in my bank account. That's the point. See, he gambles all his money away, then he walks out the casino cooked, talking about, man, I got nothing else left. I'm freaking broke, blah, blah, blah. So it's just a bad situation he put himself in. I would never. If I didn't have, of course, my kids and all the other stuff, then shout out to Ski in the building with the $2 super chat. Paying bills is a W, not a L. No, absolutely. And the thing is, like, the thing where me and Jumani, we differ is that he
Actually, we're gonna break down one by one. We're gonna break down one by one a lot of the stuff that he be doing that I just don't do and I won't do. I got too much respect for myself to do. You know, because this video made me laugh and chuckle. Because I'm thinking to myself, like this dude is chaos. Like he's chaos, and I see why people like to watch his videos. You know, I mean, he's entertaining. Now I'm not gonna act like I'm anything like him. I'm not. Here we go, guys. We're gonna go off of. Let me know if y'all can hear. I don't know why it's so low, bruh. Bruh, Lord. Yeah, we're gonna break down some of these situations he put himself in. Shout out to Don in the building. And again, I'm 30 years old. Here we go. Hold on, guys. I'll get the setup here. So, stop, pause, and play. Shout out to you, Steve, with the super chat. Johnny's raw. Turn Perry, I don't think it is what keeps people good. You shouldn't hide your lows and try to overshare the highs, which come off disingenuous. No, you're right. Because when I was sharing my lows and highs, the lows and the highs both were being talked about. But now when I share lows, only the lows being shared. And it's being played as I'm just cooked. Like I'll come on here and tell y'all that I start this new job that I make, decent money. I'm gonna make decent money. And I'm not doing Lyft, but for a few hours, blah blah blah. You guys gonna take that. A lot, not all you guys, but a lot of the guys are gonna take that and they're gonna say, "Oh my God, he quit Lyft because he can't keep a job. He can't do nothing right. He can't, he wasn't making money with Lyft. He was down in gambling. He needed to make more money. Like it's always going to be a bunch of stupid stuff." Shout out to James. But the thing about me is I'm actually improving my life every day. And I can't have those lows when you have kids and people that actually respect you and look up to you. You can't have those lows that are fake lows, lows that people are making up. You can't have those being out there to where these people are gonna look crazy that they're related to you because people are like talking about, oh my God, this guy's homeless, this guy's this guy that. I've never been homeless other than by choice. I've never been homeless because I had nowhere to go. I've always had access to a house, and there's only been a couple times in my life that I was to the point that I chose to, like I told you before, stay in the car. Decided to stay in the car instead of having money. But that's the only reason why. Like, I'm not playing around with that whole like. Look, Jumanne is a legit character. He gets paid to be a character. I'm not about to do that. And a lot of the stuff he's doing is stupid. I mean, just straight up stupid. Like he takes his life as a joke.
Like literally, his life is a joke. All right, we're gonna go over some of these. We're gonna go over some of these in a second. All right, here we go, guys. Let's go over some of these. I'm 30 years old. Here we go. I'm sleeping on the floor. I don't have a car. I'm waiting for the bus, and my life is just not together. I'm a bum, and I hate to say it. At the end of the day, I put myself in a situation. See, there you go, right there. That right there was me at one point by choice. You didn't have that energy for Kevin or Tyler Perry. Shout out to Ski. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. But shout out to you, $2 super chat. Appreciate you, man. So I at one point was considered homeless by choice because I didn't have actual like apartment or a house. And it wasn't because of me gambling my life away. I never got to the point in my life that I gambled every dollar that I didn't have enough money to go get an apartment or a place. It was more of like I was making money, fast money, and I'm living out of hotel rooms. And then it got to the point when I was in that car, I had enough to get a weekly, but I would just keep gambling because I felt like I was okay in the hotel rooms and weeklies and all that instead of getting a place. So that's where we differ. We differ because he literally hold on, JUMANNE is a character like them though. Uh okay. He said so JUMANNE's character gets hate, but not kissing a man or wearing a dress. JUMANNE's character. No, okay, see, this first off, I don't hate JUMANNE. So what I'm doing right now is comparing me to him because we're the same in a multitude of ways, which now I see what Craig used to say. But what I'm getting at is I see why people engage with him because he keeps it real about just effing up. If I effed up that, like, he's young me. Like, prior to maturing, like, when I was 25, 23, 24, when I was like transitioning from being rich by inheriting money and then going and doing my own thing, I was JUMANNE. I was literally pawning cars for money to like go to the casino. I was like selling. I was doing anything I could sell that I owned for money to go gamble at the casino when I had a gambling addiction. But then when I kicked that gambling addiction, which I'll be honest with y'all, I had that up until like, let's say when I was 29, 30. But then when I moved to Las Vegas, I stopped being addicted to craps table and blackjack and all that. Like it made my stomach hurt even going near the table. But then I started playing slots, and slots started becoming an addiction a little bit because I would be up like 2,000 on a slot machine on a fluke. Because I always put $20 in the machine and just hope for the best. And if I make like $1,000 instead of just quitting, I just keep going, which is stupid. I end up losing all the money and the original money. So I literally stopped doing the slot machines. I only did sports betting because sports betting is the only thing that I never lose on. I'm talking about in the long run. Never have to pawn anything to sports betting. But when I was addicted to the casino, I used to, being honest with y'all. So my thing is I can see where we relate in a lot because that was my young self. I haven't done that as an adult.
Like I said,
I made the choices to chase my dreams, and I didn't have real structure on how to actually catch my dreams. Uh, you know, and I didn't have any backup plan. This is what happens when you want to make it to the NFL and don't have a backup plan. You try and be a rapper and you don't have a backup plan, and then you fall into a gambling addiction. This is what happened.
So that right there is why I said we can relate, because that's exactly what I say all the time. I want to chase my dreams, but I don't have a backup plan. I still don't have a backup plan if it doesn't work. Like my thing is right now, my dream would be to be a bar owner, would be a bar owner, uh, or create events, be event coordinator for a big company, own a bar or event venue, or lastly, just have some niche on YouTube or whatever that I'm able to cater to and entertain people. Now, once again, like it's kind of stupid to say that without having a backup plan. I have no backup plan. If it fails, if I fail and I never reach that, I'm cooked. And it's okay because I'm choosing to do that. Just like I tell, I'm not gonna go into a woman today, but I tell the woman who like hitched her ride on the way she looked. Now she's 36, 38 years old and she's cooked. Like she's literally cooked. Or the guy who did a 9 to 5 his whole life thinking that he's gonna, stack up enough money to buy a house and a car and all this and that, like that he wants, and then he's 45, 45 years old and he got nothing. He got nothing to show for his life. Like he pretty much lived all this life. He lived all this life and he got nothing to show for the life he lived. Other than, guys, I told you guys that, you guys told me to go get a job and keep a job, and don't quit jobs. Now I'm working at, McDonald's or Walmart and I'm 45 years old. Like I'm waiting for my dream to come true. Like, where's my dream at? Guys, you point out you point out my dream, please? That's where I'm not going to end up. I'm not going to end up that guy. Talking about the dream that he wished he had. That he wished he chased. Guys, can we get something straight, guys? See, I think this is one thing that you guys be just like, you guys just be like playing, like some of y'all just play stupid, like you don't know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys don't know any better. Guys, I'm not dissing career jobs. I'm not dissing careers. I'm not dissing the electrician. I'm not dissing the plumber. I'm talking about the jobs that are literally 9 to 5, like at McDonald's, at Walmart. Those are the majority of jobs. Majority of jobs are jobs that are low income, put you in a middle class position. Those are the majority of jobs in the country. So when I say 9 to 5, I'm not talking about the guy who. I'm not talking about the people who have careers like a nurse or a doctor. I'm talking about the people who are doing a job that's paying you under $30 an hour, that you're going to end up never having everything that you want unless you have like low, um, you know, um, expectations for yourself. Like, you okay living in like a little 60, $70,000 house, and you're okay driving a car for 20 years, and that's okay. But I don't want that. And there ain't nothing wrong with me saying I don't want that. But hold on 1 second, guys. And by the way, yes, guys, right now I'm not in position. I'm not putting myself in position with the way I'm moving to be in that position that I'm telling y'all about. I'm not acting like I'm that guy. Shout out to Ski with the $2 super tight, distant Krispy Kreme and crumble cookie workers. I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, with Jumanne, he's keeping it a buck. He wants more out of life than the freaking they got to crumble, putting icing on a cookie. Guys, you used to have jobs that you didn't have to have a skill, you didn't have to have a degree, you didn't have to have nothing, and you were still making $30 an hour plus, and you're able to to advance in the career field. You used to have that. You just don't got that anymore. All these jobs are kid jobs. Nobody expected it to be this bad. So you can't be mad at a Jumanne. Shout out to 826. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you jumping on here. But you guys gotta want more out of life. And by the way, shout out to you, Ski. The reason why I'm not leaving a super chat up the whole time, like for a minute, because I can't see the chat and I'm doing my thing here. So I appreciate the super chats. Once I get this completely set up, they'll automatically just pop up and do a thing. But back to the point at hand, shout out to you, Ski, with super chats. You guys want more out of life, but you're not willing to put in the work to justify more out of life. We are putting on the work. But you're right. Maybe not as much as you think. Like, think about this. I took this job so I can continue streaming on YouTube, doing YouTube, while doing Lyft. And yes, I'm not putting as much content that you would want out because obviously when I put videos out, if they're not doing numbers, then there's no point in me doing the videos. So I'm trying to find my niche that YouTube's going to push me in. As you can see, I'm in a dead zone. So I'm trying to figure out what niche is going to be best for me. So you can't be mad at me testing the waters. I don't want to put out a bunch of videos that aren't going to do numbers because that's worse than not putting out videos. I don't want to have a bunch of videos doing 400 views. While everybody else that I started with, my class on YouTube of 2022, my class, everybody's doing 1,000, 2,000 views video. Now, of course, a lot of people are like doing like the same 4 videos over and over again every day. I get it. I don't want to do that, but I would like literally be miserable if I had to do the same videos. So that's just that. I'm just trying to figure it out. So what you think you're gonna do to get that 100 cash? I'm gonna get the 100 cash by just doing what I've always done before. I talked to people about this. Before I came on YouTube, I was working every single day. I didn't take days off. I didn't take my birthday off. I took no day off. And all of a sudden now I'm taking all these days off. So I had to, tell everybody in my life, bro, I just can't visit anybody. I can't do nothing. I gotta stay in town for a year. If I stay in town for a year, I will have 100,000 in my bank account in a year. Because I always like quadruple up everything that I got from the year before because I do everything better. So we gotta get that. You don't know the real job market. You're avoiding good real jobs because you're lazy and financial with your goals. No, I'm not lazy, but I'm not. I think I'm a little more capable to do dead end bottom feeder jobs that you probably want me to do, which I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna continue doing jobs that are gonna allow me to be in position to make money doing my dream situation. Kid jobs because you don't want to put in the work to become attractive in the job market, whether it's getting education or skill, you're just lazy. Another one of those guys that don't have anything other than boss skills, like work for a boss. No, I actually know how to put on events and shows. You don't need to go to college for that. I know how to buy and sell and trade. You don't need to go to school for that. All you need is connections, and you need to focus. And I haven't had the focus. I haven't had the gall to just say, let me just stick with this thing that would be considered a dream. Okay, and there's a lot of other things I can do great that education is not necessary. No days off. No days off. I've had 5 breaks in between me putting on events in my city, and these events made thousands of dollars. and I've been away for years. So I can always go back and do events. That ain't an issue. I can do basketball events. I can do tournaments. I can do anything that I want to do. The issue is just doing it. And this year I'm going to do it because this year I'm not leaving this town. I'm going to work every day. And I'm going to start putting money towards the dream projects instead of only focusing on the guaranteed things because I'm so busy trying to keep up with people calling me JUMANNE. All right, let's get the next one. Which nothing wrong with being called JUMANNE. I hope I'm saying his name right.
You know, and I'm probably gonna end up on the street. I only got like $200, so I'm about to spend close to like 100 right now. You can go with these. These are my favorite shoes at Walmart.
So I've never got low to a point of I never bought shoes from Walmart. And it ain't that I don't respect people that buy Walmart, Payless, whatever shoes. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. If I can't have Nike on my feet or a nice dress boot, then I'm gonna go out and work for 20 hours straight. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing like Walmart shoes. I'm just not. I'm sorry. If it makes me egomaniac, it makes me egomaniac. Um, I just can't. That's bad. And then he said that he was like sleeping on the street. I've never slept on the street. I've slept on a bench though for one day, actually 3 days, airport. But I was hooping during the day, and I went to the airport at night for those 3 days, and those were the reflection days. And then the following week, I was making $1,500 a week as a taxi driver. So it took those 3 days. I actually had a flight back to Young. I had enough money to get a flight back to Youngstown, or pay for me to get through taxi permit class, the class to get a license to drive taxi. And I chose to be a taxi driver and use the money for that. And I slept myself at that airport. And I remember I saw one person from my high school come by, and uh, they came by, and I was excited because that day I was going to start driving taxi, and I was going to make, money now every day. And that person, you know, saw me down, and when they saw me again a couple years later, I was up winning. So this job, I don't honestly don't know what my check's going to be like. This job is based on a block of that you get paid for the block of stuff they give you to deliver, and I don't know what my pay is going to be. So I'm not going to count my dollars until I get paid, so I can just get a rule of thumb where I'm at with this job. But in regards to Lyft, I'll be honest with you guys. I've only made in 2 days like $230. And with this job, I'm gonna get at least 80 today, 90. So that's 330 made in 2 days or 3 days counting today, but I'm not done with today. Today I'm gonna probably make $100 with Lyft. So that's $430. I'm okay with that because I'm going to make on Friday and Saturday, both days at least $250, which would make up for the difference in money I'm behind. On top of Sunday's gonna be a good day, but guys, if I don't hit 200 a day, it's okay. My goal was actually more than 200 a day. I wanted to hit $300 a day on average, $2,100 for a week. So if you guys are trying to hold me to a number, I told you I'm not doing. Guys, we're back on our the proper medication that I stopped taking. I just said I don't want to do medication no more. It was icky for me, but now I'm back doing the medication. So we're back on track. So any demons or anything you want to, say or you want to hold me to, I mean, guys, I'm just chilling. I'm living my best life. I'm not holding myself to no standard, no status. No, the car doesn't make a difference, honestly. With this job, the gas mileage, I need space because I'm getting more packages. See, if I had a car, I wouldn't get as many packages. So I wouldn't get as much money because I would just have little tiny packages. But me having these, the boxes installed, uh, allows me because I got the bigger truck. And on top of that, moving into the future, if I do this job right, then I start getting paid more money with this job, and I start getting more deliveries. I get more mileage, and I wouldn't mind driving. You gotta remember, guys, if I'm getting 25 cents per mile, then no, what is this? It's 20. It's 25 miles per gallon. So if I'm burning
I get for every 25 miles, I get a gallon of gas. So y'all do the math for me. If I do 100 miles and I'm burning in city driving with this vehicle on my meter right here, 17.8 miles per gallon, because I'm driving pretty much locally in the city, then wouldn't that mean I'm getting at the difference in money based on the mileage that the car is getting? Or no? Be wrong. I'm pretty sure if we get 17 miles per gallon, I might be reading here, I might be going backwards. Might be going backwards. Y'all tell me if I'm getting 17 miles per gallon and I get 25, or every 25 miles, I get a gallon of gas. Would that mean 8 miles per gallon would be the difference and would be the profit in the mileage, which would go towards the depreciation of the vehicle and buying the vehicle? So if I'm doing, say, 2,000 miles, or I do one day 300 miles, then I'm pretty much getting, I mean, we're talking tens of dollars. So, I mean, I don't think that's enough to really make it worth driving a lot of miles. But yeah, that's kind of like the breakdown of how that would be, though. Uh, you know, oh, the good thing about this job is it takes me right to my house. The last stop is literally right by my house, which is good. Appreciate that greedy goat, because you be on the hater stuff sometimes. So you saying that my math is on point, I guess I gotta take that with respect. I try. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like either way, it don't matter, guys. So I get paid mileage either back to the warehouse or to my house. And my house is not that far from the warehouse. So I'm getting good, mileage. So in a nutshell, if I do this job fast and efficiently, in reality, what I was told I would end up with about I would end up with about $500 a day. I'm only working 4 days. I'm only working 4 days. So I'm pretty much gonna be making like the speed that I'm doing it at, let's just say 125 in 4 hours of work, 5 hours of work, 125, which is good money if I'm hitting 125. Oh, y'all didn't hear nothing I said. I forgot to take y'all with me. My bad. I don't want to know nothing about what you're talking about with the drugs, man. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. So this job, I'm gonna do it, grind it out. I make the weights. I got. I plead the fifth. Is that what Fachi said? I plead the fifth with that question. I plead the fifth. Um, but yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it, man. We're just going with the flow. But let's get some more Jamani.
But when I get money, I'm definitely not gonna be buying Walmart shoes. I never thought I would end up buying clothes at Walmart, nor did I think I'd end up sleeping on the floor. I mean, I figured I probably might end up going homeless, but at the age of 32, I definitely wouldn't have imagined me being where I'm at. I could be in worse circumstances. Still, like, I'm definitely not nowhere where I wanted to be growing up. So, I'm reflecting on that right now. Please
So
don't get.
at one point, I used to feel that way because of what people were saying in the chat, but not anymore. I'm exactly where I want to be. My son, we had a big, big development based off of the hard work we put in,
My son with the actual physical hard work. I mean, I had to play some basketball with him to get him like really, go. But his hard work that he put in the past couple of weeks, the fact he created that Instagram channel or page that was able to be looked at to get him recruited for the most part. And his mom did a big thing for something great that you guys are going to hear about in a few weeks or a few months. I can't tell y'all now, but in a few months, you guys are going to see it for yourself. Those that actually rock out with AP Hoops. Yeah, he big development. But like I said, I can't tell. I got to keep my mouth shut because I'm not letting nobody ruin this for him. But yeah, he's looking forward to what's coming up. And you guys are going to be like, respect, respect, respect. Um, no college scouts yet. He will be. He's literally just going to. Actually, I can't even tell y'all none of the details. We'll get together. Okay, look. I got to say this one thing, guys. Javion is good. This has nothing to do with me telling them to buy some toilet paper. This ain't gonna have nothing to do with that. I was just telling y'all what I had to talk to him about life and all that. That's the most that we had to do. That's what I was mentioning. I wasn't mentioning that to say that he doesn't buy toilet. He buys stuff, of course. It has nothing to do about it has nothing to do about what I had to buy him. It has more to do with him wanting to do his own thing. He came, he saw, he conquered, he kicked butt. Now he's moving on to a path that he has control of. And I hope he maybe comes on and tells y'all one day. I don't know if he will or not. It's his life, his business. I'm not going to force him to do that. I'm not going to tell him nothing. No AAUT. No, it might it's yes, AAUT, no. I mean, you see, trust me, you see. Because you guys are gonna see all his games because a lot of you guys watch. Shout out to Watch Shoots with the Superstar. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, you guys are gonna watch his games. So y'all gonna see some differences in his game. In the game itself. You're gonna see a lot of difference. So that's all I can say. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Appreciate that, Watch Shoots with the Superstars. Appreciate you. Shout out to you. But look, guys, I admit my fault. I appreciate it. See, Watch Hoops. Remember when we were talking on the phone? I mean, talking on the stream, and I was like, bro, stop being disrespectful. I think we could be good now, talking, chatting. You got to understand, Watch Hoops. My son was literally cooked when he was like 8, 9. When I first started working out with him with basketball, he was cooked. He dribbled with 2 hands. He was bad. I have never been an offensive player, but I can teach offense. I just haven't been an offensive player because I'm always made to be a big man. Shout out to Watch Hoops with the hiding, whatever that means. Hiding, tenders. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you. So the thing about me and with my son's game is I took my son and we went to the gym every day and he got good enough to start like getting picked up on teams and people wanting to like have him on their team. So then, he started being pulled away from me for many reasons. That's not my fault. Just people trying to think they know more than what I know about my son. But he pretty much was able to switch finally to the right trainers who worked him out for 2 straight weeks, and he started dominating. And that got him videos on Instagram that went viral because he hit a game shot from one game, hit the game point. He freaking off of a fadeaway. Then he had a couple dunks. He's doing his thing. So the situation is my son now has advanced to a point that he's going to be getting offers all over the place because of his improvement that you see. Watch Hoops, for example. You know how bad his footwork was, his energy, everything was like looking kind of like sketchy. But that hard work that he put in got him to a point to where he started feeling more comfortable with his game, to where now he's able to handle the rock, get his shot off.
Speaking of
No.
Stephanie White didn't get washed.
Have a backup plan.
Get his game up. And he earned every piece of that. But like he's right now still not a finished product by far. He got a lot more work to do. But the point is, most kids don't develop until they're 14, 15 to next level, unless they have a program that their parents put them in at the young age of 8 or 9. He didn't have that. That's the next thing. Watch Hoops. That's absolutely a big thing. He needs to be around players that think I want to play college basketball, not players that are just playing for fun. That's a big factor. So we got to work on that. A lot of that has, I think, been remedied. You guys are going to see as long as everything works itself out. He's going to be around a lot of different things in regards to training and stuff with his trainers he has and all of that. But the point of the matter is, he has the body for it. He has the cardio. He has my DNA that literally allows me to play full court on some of these top guys in the country who weren't cooking me at 28, 29 years old when I was in Vegas playing against some of the top talent. He's turned 15 on Wednesday. So he's really supposed to be a freshman in high school. So just imagine, I want him at Peach Jam. There's a lot of other things, but he's probably going to make a Peach Jam this year. But here's the thing, guys. Keep in mind, what he's doing now is what most high-ranked kids are just starting to do. Like dunk, game-winning shots off the jumper. Like a lot of the stuff that he's just now doing is stuff that the high-ranked kids are doing already, but they're around the same age. No, I didn't watch. So watch Hoops. I watched some of it. I didn't watch too much of. You're talking about the big tournament that just passed up that they had on like Snapchat and on different apps. No, but shout out to Regis. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to you, man. But here's the point. My son was never going to get to encounter any of that stuff because of the position he was in. But now I think things are like. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff coming up, guys. I can't tell y'all. We got a lot of good stuff coming up, guys. That's all I can say. A lot of good stuff. I can't tell y'all what good stuff. But y'all gonna be like, okay, I see why this guy is excited about, I can't tell y'all now, but you will find out, guys. I promise y'all. But no, he's watched some. He watched some. But keep in mind, my son has not been playing high IQ basketball. Around Wilmington, these people aren't really high IQ when it comes to the game of basketball. They're like super passive. They're passive. They're not really like, you have some good players, yes. You have some good players out here. I'm not going to say there's no good players. There's some good players. But the level of the competition is not at that level that he would need to get to the next level. Because when you're playing with everybody smaller than you, like you don't have no 6'8", you're not playing against no 6'8" guards, no 6'9" point guards. When you don't get that chance, that experience, then you're never going to get there. You know that. And that was one of the biggest things you were telling me, Watch Hoops, that I agree with. It's hard to get there if you'd ever played against like actual talent that's better than you. But when you're playing against talent that you're better than, you're gonna be stuck thinking you're that guy. There's no gyms. That's the thing. In LA, when we went there, that's one thing he loved about LA. There's so many places to play basketball at in LA. You don't get bored. You don't get tired. But here in Wilmington, the basketball rec is trash. Like right now, I'm about to play in a 35 and up league. I might record the game, but I'm not saying the guys are bad. I'm just saying the rec is bad to where, these people aren't running up and down the court. You see how I'd be like taking my time going up and down the court? I don't run. I do that for a purpose. I do that for a reason because these guys don't be running fast. They be literally slow as heck. I wear glasses because I can't see certain things at certain times. But yeah, these guys be like slow going up and down the court. They don't be running fast. So I take my time and I ease myself into like, the full speed sprint down the court. Because I'm like, why waste this energy why waste this energy when I don't have to? Because these guys are gonna take, 30 seconds to get down the court. And then I save my energy for offense sometimes. And when I need to put up points because my team can't score, I save my energy for offense. So when, it's time to like get down and get a layup, I got the energy. And remember, I'm doing a lot, guys. That's what I'm trying to teach my son. I do it all. Like I'm an overall like good, decent on everything that you need to do on a basketball court. Because uh we're Aiden is good, guys. I can't tell y'all what's going on right now, but just look, guys. Aiden is good. I took the glasses off because I forgot I had them on. Don't need them right now. It's during the day. But at one point, I couldn't see the addresses to the houses clear, so I put the glasses on. But yeah, no, I know you would see that in Charlotte. Absolutely. Now, you know, we have another kid that's like 6'9", but I hope he was able to get a mentor and get him into college because the way he was talking, like he was about to be for the streets. Like the street was about to take, like suck him up. Shout out to Nap with the gift membership. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to you, man. Now, keep in mind, he has a lot of, he has a big chance. He has a big chance to flourish. Big chance to flourish. But shout out to Tracy Stevens, the building. I gotta wait and see, man. We got a lot of moves making right now. A lot of moves making. But like I said, I'll tell y'all in a couple months what the big news with basketball. But for now, I'm not gonna talk about his basketball. It's a secret. I'm gonna keep it there. Shout out to Nat with the gift membership, by the way. Shout out to Nat. Right. We're down to 2 packages left. Down to 2 packages left. But yeah, that was random. And one thing I'm gonna say is another thing with Jumani. I don't think that it ain't no way he's down that bad. I think that he's playing up. I think he's playing, I think he's playing a character. Yeah, I think he's playing a character. No, I'm not doing GoFo no more. Done with GoFo. Hold on 1 second, guys. So yeah. Uh, no, I think that Jumani is trolling. There's no way he doesn't know what he's doing is dangerous for him. Bad. To be like gambling the last of his money. Gambling the last of his money. He's down bad. Let's hear some more of Jumani. He made me laugh because a lot of this stuff I said.
And then you fall into a gambling addiction.
Shout out to Brock
This
for
is
the
what
building.
happens. And I'm probably gonna end up on the street. I only got like $200 though. I'm about to spend close to like 100 right now. And go with these. These are my favorite shoes at Walmart. But when I get money, I'm definitely not gonna be buying Walmart shoes. I never thought I would end up buying clothes at Walmart,
Shout out
nor
to
did I
W
think I'll end
Lurking
up
with the
sleeping
new
on the floor.
membership. Shout out to you.
I mean, I figured I probably
Appreciate
would
it.
end up going homeless, but
I'm kind of shocked. You got the
um,
membership.
at the age of
Appreciate the
32,
membership,
I
man.
definitely wouldn't have imagined me being where I'm at.
Definitely got to be you.
I could be in worse circumstances. Still, like, I'm definitely not nowhere where I wanted to be growing up. So, I'm reflecting on that right now. Please don't gamble. I really just lost $1,500 that I had in my account. I was on the table when I lost that money. I just lost.
See, that honestly was me when I was like 28, 27. I wish social media was what it was back then. Oh, I would have story for days. I would literally go and lose all my money. Appreciate you, W, with the membership. I would lose all my money gambling, and I didn't have nobody to vent to. I used to just scream in the car. It was bad. That was a bad time in my life. Happy I passed. I went through that saga. It came out, clear because that was a bad time of my life. I was like freaking down bad, like horribly down bad. So, you know, I got to give it to him for like overcoming that. I know that was a challenge that most don't fight. Now, I'm not going to scream right now. So I'm almost done with this. I'm going to probably, I got to run home actually, I don't have to shower because I haven't even sweat. Like it ain't even that bad for me. I'm probably not even gonna go home. I was gonna go home and like change and shower, but I really don't need to. I can just put on because you want to be professional with this job. You want to like look professional, like because you're delivering to our old people, like older people, and you just want to be professional. So I got a couple polos I'm gonna wear. I gotta go buy some more, like some more pants and shirts. I'm gonna just keep it professional when I'm at this job because why not? Why not look the best you can look? Even though I would prefer Express, I'm not going to be wearing Express to deliver your medication. It ain't that deep. But yeah, you want to look like respectable. You don't want to really be out here looking dusty. I'm delivering like supplies for the most part, medical supplies. And guys, just so that the people that try to give me cash away, right, guys, there's there's like 100 delivery companies in this country, and this is a country-wide corporation that is not in Wilmington. There's no ads on any of the sites, so don't try to get me fired, guys. Please don't try to get me fired somehow, making up something. Because, and by the way, the supervisor like that I was with, I already went over my whole politics about how I feel, and um, he had no issue with it. He's freedom of speech like I am. Freedom of speech, freedom to have an opinion. Yeah, hey, how you doing?
That goes in the back, but I'll take it.
Oh,
for
okay, you
you.
sure? Want me to take it back there?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I can. Okay.
You'll see an apartment.
Okay.
Just up.
No problem. Yep, thanks. Yep, U.S. runs on delivery services. Absolutely. Not I didn't really tell him nothing. I was just going over, my politics. I'm like, dude, I'm like, he's like, why you get fired? He's like, why did you leave FedEx? I'm like, I'll be honest with you. I got fired because it was my fault. I was streaming while on the job. I'm gonna be real with you, man. But I learned from a mistake. And there's other people that stream while working at FedEx. The difference is they are incognito. They don't like do it like so brazen like I did. And you know, I should have done it. I did wrong. So I don't stream no more while I work. So I won't be streaming while I'm at work. But then I realized this is an independent contractor. I'm not driving their vehicle, so they don't really care. Plus, you don't know the company. So it ain't like the haters or anybody can like call, try to get me fired. So he really didn't care. The fact that I'm streaming, I told him my YouTube channel and everything. He don't care that I'm streaming because it's on my own time. And it ain't like I'm doing anything dangerous. But I told him about politics. Like if I I found out that the reason why the reason why it wasn't because I was streaming, it was actually because of my politics, literally itself. Because I was talking about a particular uh, political fraction in a negative way. That's the reason why, for the most part, I got fired. So I got fired because allegedly that company is a liberal company, and when you talk in a negative way that they don't agree with, when you talk in a way that will call you Uncle Tom or Cool, they don't want that to be anything with their shirt on. But if I would have been talking about Black Lives Matter or, you know, free the thug that, beat up the woman yesterday, but he got shot in the leg, I would have gotten like a talking to, but it wouldn't have been fired. But because I decided to speak on, my support for Trump and all the stuff that I speak on that really got them, talking about thugs, people robbing, stealing, and killing. That is the reason why they had to let me go because they can't have that because all the leftists. It's crazy that we've become so weak as of a country that we've allowed lefties to get us canceled. Like lefties take your job away. Like because people don't agree with your politics, you can lose your job. If people don't agree with your politics, you can literally lose your job because the lefties can't entertain any thought that's not something that they can support. So you have to pander and act like you support everything to not be removed. You know, drug dealers are bad, so are terrorists and bank robbers, but nothing worse than them. Oh, you know what? I picked up this. Uh, I didn't go in a race other than to say that. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what I said. By the way, I actually got into a couple debates with liberals at the FedEx warehouse too. But this I picked up this racist white lady. I didn't know she was racist. She kind of like had vibes like she would be, but she got in the car and she was like, "Yeah, I get picked up by this Indian dude or dude from India, and he had on this crazy music." And she was like, I didn't have to worry about getting shot or anything, but, um, I had to worry about getting bombed, I guess. And I'm thinking about myself like, bruh, you just literally called the wrong people. No, the Muslims are the bombers, the Indian people, like they say over there in their country, all they do is just stab you and freaking give you, dirty water and stuff. I'm just, guys, I'm a comedian. This is comedy stick right now. It's comedy stick, okay? That was a bad joke. I guess bad joke. But back to the point. I'm like, what do you mean, like India people bombing you? Like, it just was real nasty, like real nasty, disrespectful that she said that because she was trying to be funny and she would have said like Muslims bombing. It would still be racist, but it's like you can laugh at that because that's like freaking like comedy. Just like black people say that they ain't leaving their kids around certain groups of people because of what they are proportionally doing compared to everybody else. Just like you have somebody that would say, I'm not wearing Jordans in this community because of what these people do if they catch you slipping with some Jordans on. So yeah, that was super racist of what that woman did, and I marked her as a 1 star in that because for her to call these people terrorists just because I'm like, come on, bro. And I'm like, because I offer people to play whatever music they want. I say whatever music you want, you can play it. Whatever music you want, I got you. And she took that to like, you know, uh, make a racist joke, thinking I was gonna laugh at it. You know. Now, with that said, you have a situation where we got to be able to get these jokes off. You got to take these jokes. Why you supporting police killing taxpaying citizens? Sadly, Ski, this is like partially joke. This is some joke, but some truth. Most of the people that get shot by the cops don't pay taxes, man. Like they're literally not paying taxes. They're drug dealers and thugs. Come on, bro. Like none of these people, when they get shot, say, you know, uh, a pharmacist or a doctor or a UPS driver shot by a cop. It's always dad, father, whatever, blah, 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 shot by. Oh, God, I hate this place. This is the place with the bed bugs. No, no, this is the bed bug place. I'm going to see if I can leave it downstairs. All right, last time I caught a bed bug coming in here. I'm not doing it. I ain't about to get bed bugs in my house. Shout out to Water Sky with the jewels. Yeah, I gotta talk to these people. Because last time I came up in here, I caught a bed bug. I refuse. And it's going to seven. Oh, It can't. It's going to the 7th floor. I'm asking about to leave downstairs. It happened 2 times, by the way. 2 times I came here. One time I brought a roach back, and the second time it was a bed bug. I'm not playing that game. I'm gonna tell them I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but Um, they don't mention jobs. See, that's why. Maybe they do pay taxes, but I'm saying they don't mention jobs. This phone might die, guys. By the way, it's on 2%. Yeah, you do. How are you? Oh, no, so thanks. Are you going in? No, I'm waiting to see. She's gonna hit about Patty. Thanks. Every day. Let me get out of there as fast as possible. That was a freaking clutch. That was clutch. The lady in the office was like in the back door or something. Normally, normally when I come here, it takes me 10 minutes to get in that door because the people in the back be like just doing nothing, and uh, people be doing nothing. So I have to wait for like 10 minutes. Today, thank God there was a nice guy that saw me and opened the door for me, and I was able to like drop that package. Shout out to Screen Time with the 10 jewels. Appreciate you, Screen Time with the screen. I appreciate all y'all for showing love. We got 12 donations. Y'all making me feel like JUMANNE today. Uh, Appreciate that Screen Time. But yeah, I was able to hurry up and drop off the package at the front door. I mean, at the front office and run out of there. Cause I'll be damned if I catch bed bugs. Last time I went in there, guys, I literally got back to my car, and I promise you, I was about to get in my car and I looked on my pants leg and I saw something that was like sticky. It was like a sticky bush thing. And I looked online and I saw the same thing. It looked like is what they call a bed bug. And I'm like, oh hell, I'm not putting no. Hell, you must be out of your mind. You think I'm about to freaking like deliver this package to this place ever again, knowing I'm gonna catch a bed bug, and they don't come out. thank God I caught that. And since then, I never go inside of there. Supporting this channel helps me earn more money in my own life. If that's the case, shout out to you. Shout out to Water Sky with the silver star. Appreciate you, man. Look how you got the gifted membership, baby. Shout out to you. Um, the Water Sky with the 2 jewels, the silver star. Shout out to you. And then we got 6, 7 from Screen Time. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all. Showing love today. Um, but no, I mean, I like I said with Jumani, I'm not going to disrespect Jumani because we share a lot of the same things. I tried to help him. I tried to tell him how to navigate Las Vegas without being down bad. Let's continue some.
For cash just so I can have, because I never have money, and I'm about to go to the casino with this tomorrow. And I cashed out all my crypto, $700. What am I about to do with it? You know, and this is how I know I'm a real gambling addict, man, because I'm thinking about taking this money and going to the casino with it. No, I need to stop gambling, but I'm not. I'm just gonna take a break for a while. I worked at Dollar Tree for 10 months, Walmart for 6 months. It's the fast food. Obviously, that's where I really crossed the line where I can't work for fast food. I worked at KFC for
What is?
and I don't know, they offered me a $2,000 loan.
Yeah, it was bed. I didn't get bed bugs, and this was when I had the old school car when I caught the bed bug on my pants leg, literally. Dante London ain't gonna collab with me, man. They got their own niche. They know that I'm gonna keep it real, and that'll mess with their stick. Their stick is I'm down bad. There's no way to overcome this. I'm a charity case, so give me money, and I'm gonna keep being down bad. Like people are donating. I was about to donate $5 to Dante London. I mean to Jumani.
White didn't give a pregame.
I said no. I'm not gonna support.
A whole month.
And by the way, Jumani, he can fix the situation. He just chooses not to. It's that simple. He can fix the situation. He just wants to be down bad. And I can't, he's a grown man. I can't tell him what to do or what not to do. But if he wants to be down bad, be down bad. I got to go to Walgreens to pick up a medication. That's why I came, and I went the wrong way. You know. So you said Eli would collab with you. We want the dream, Eli. So I can't do Dante. I can't do Dante London because it's gonna mess up his stick. And I'm not doing Eli because Eli, I'm just not doing it, man. Like I just can't, man. 'Cause I'm too above that, man. It's embarrassing. You gotta understand, guys. Now that my son is headed to basketball stardom, he's about to be like getting attention and all that. I already got a lot of nastiness I said in the past that ain't going away. That people are just putting all over the place, which I don't care. But I gotta stop because at this point, a lot of the stuff I said in the past, I don't believe now. Like I said, a lot of stuff about people because I was angry at life that I didn't really mean. And I got to live with that being out there. And it's okay. But for moving forward, I'm going to keep it right, real, because I was being funny. I was trying to be a comedian when I made a lot of those jokes. But people are taking those jokes around and trying to act like I really meant them, like real life, like I meant those things. And I did. And, the funny thing about it is people are seeing the clips that channel and a bunch of other channels are posting, and they're laughing at the videos and they're hitting me up like, oh my God, you're a comedian, man. You need to do stand up. Oh my God, you're so funny. I watched all your videos, man. You're funny. The way you went on the people not tipping, the way you went with that, you did this, that. Like, I'm actually getting clouded. People are coming to my YouTube, watching my videos because they're like, dude, if you be saying I'm going to watch all your videos, you're funny. But I don't want that because ultimately, I don't want to be a local creator because you can't really. It's hard to like move past local content creating. If that makes sense. Seahawk, you were showing love yesterday, bro. Just relax. Remember, it does not matter what my hourly is. You know, this is the crazy thing about it. You see how these people with no face, no life, in reality, no offense to you, Seahawk, no life. You literally just said, you literally just said, um, you literally just said, oh my God, how much you make per hour? Oh my God, how much you make per hour? Who cares? Why do you care what I make per hour? And I'm making enough money to pay all my bills and have extra money to do whatever I want. So it doesn't matter what I make. Because guess what? It's going to be at least $20 an hour, which is my goal. My goal, I told you, is $20 an hour. 70 hours a week minimum. But if I can make more than that, then I'm going to be able to cut some of those hours, which is the goal, which is why I'm doing gig work. No face, no money, no life. Got all the opinions. Absolutely. Shots. Literally, like I literally never told y'all this job was gonna be glitz and glamour. The job that I told y'all, the $35 an hour job, the hours are limited. Like I'm new, so I don't get to work that job anytime I want. It's all based on availability. And right now I'm bottom of the barrel at that job. So guess what? I'm not getting all the hours that I want. I went in like Rambo thinking it was gonna be, big for me, but it's honestly not because I'm new still. So we're grinding. Shout out to Ski with the $2 super chat. And yeah, last thing I'm gonna do is give any of y'all the name of this company. Come on, bro. You think I'm stupid? And then you're gonna like try to get fired and canceled and doing that. We just finished our shift, and I should delete you. I should delete you, guys. If y'all feel like I should delete that person for trying to get me canceled, like they were so thirsty. More than likely, it's that guy. You know what guy we're talking about. And I'm not. Don't say no names, but maybe I should delete that account. Yeah, guys, go ahead and delete that account. Go ahead and block that account. We don't want them in the chat because that was some nasty work. All that I've been dealing with you guys doxing me, trying to get me fired from every job that I've had that I tried to do, and you think you got the audacity to come on my channel and first thing you ask is that you try to put me in a trick bag talking about you want to apply. No, you did the same thing before. And I told you guys out of the goodness of my heart, thinking that some of y'all here in Wilmington wanted a job, and you used that against me. And you got me freaking booted. You got me out of there. So yeah, at that point, you can go in and get rid of that person. And I'm out of here. And them guys gonna get off here in about 10 minutes because I gotta start doing Lyft for a little bit. I'm gonna do Lyft for like an hour and a half. I'm gonna, make as much as possible. Why not? Bro, contradicting yourself about your content is only losing you. Content, subscribers, followers. Look, real hustle. You seem like one of those people too, but I'm gonna leave you on here. Bro, I'm not contradicting myself. I come on here and I talk about what's going on in my life. I said my goal was to make $2,000 a week, which is a crazy high goal. And I said that more than likely I'm not gonna make it. But I'm gonna try. I got up today at 8 o'clock and I got to the job at 8:45. Okay. And I just got off of the first job at 4 o'clock. Okay. There's only a certain amount of time in the day. So now I got a game at 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna probably, more than likely, after I get my medication, just take my medication and chill out. Then I'm gonna go to my game and then I'm gonna get back to the house at 7:15, shower, and then I'm going to get back out at 8 o'clock and work for 4 hours to make $100 with Lyft. Then I'm going to go home at midnight and wake up at 8 o'clock tomorrow and do it again. So whatever I make in that time, which is going to be at least, once again, $200, 180, 190, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, I'm happy with that because I'm literally making as much as I could possibly make by working all day because I got that again. I'm about that again. I'm about being out doing something productive 16 hours a day again. If I didn't have a basketball game, I would probably have just went to go eat somewhere, and then I would have went and see working after I got done with this job. Just went started doing Lyft until like 10 o'clock probably. So right now we're good. We're exactly where we want to be. We're exactly where we want to be. We're in a position that we are making good money. Yes, I take naps. Not today though. I don't need to because I'm lit. I had um, the Celsius, and then I had this coffee, which I shouldn't have took. I had a coffee, so now I'm got energy, and I'm about to be back on my medication, so I'm gonna have all the energy in the world. No, I'm gonna do gross. You know why I do gross, guys? Because nothing's gonna save me from what I'm doing right now. I'm doing this job, and it. I know I'm getting my expenses from the first job, and then now with Lyft, I'm getting my expenses based off of me deducting off of my average with Lyft of $25 an hour. Like Lyft right here, I'll show you Lyft. In 2 days. As I said from the start, and it's surgery right now, all over the place surgery. All that pink. $254 the past 2 days. Average hourly of $28 an hour per booked hour. That doesn't include tips. But I got the job now, so I'm gonna stick with the job. I'm not gonna, go back to, you know, the one and not the other. You gotta take naps throughout. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, we gotta come back. We gotta come back. So yeah, we're gonna just go to the house, and we'll go to the house for for an hour. Then we're gonna come back here. I need to charge up my phones, and all my phones about to die. And that way, um, we can get ready. Now, once again, $28 an hour is the key number. Worked as many hours that I had possible to work. Yesterday, though, it was something that went on. I forgot what it was. It was something else I was doing yesterday that caused me to not be able to work as many hours as I wanted to. I forgot what it was. What did I do yesterday? What was yesterday? What happened yesterday? It was something I did yesterday that I don't know. Either way, we're good where we're at though. So we're gonna keep going. And yes, you got to take breaks, naps if you need one. I'm not gonna take a nap today because I don't want to get tired. So I'm going to. All right. So look, guys, this chat died anyway. All the super chats. Let me give a shout out to all the super chats. We got Ski with the $2 super chats, paying bills, a W, not an L. Ski $2 super chat. Didn't have energy for Kevin or Tyler Perry. Ski with $2 super chat. Krispy Kreme, Dunkin' Donuts, dissing the workers. Nah, not doing that. Watch hoops with the stars. 10 more jewels and 2 stars or jewels. Nap with the gifted membership. Appreciate you, Nap, with the gifted membership. The W new member. Shout out to you. Ski $2 super chat. U.S. runs and delivery services. $2 super chat. Why you support police killing taxpaying citizens? And then two jewels for Water Sky. 2 more jewels for Water Sky. Gold coin from Screen Time and Water Sky with another superstar. And then we got Water Sky, another superstar. Screen Time was 6, 7. Ski with the $2. No face, no money, no life. Got opinions. I appreciate all y'all with the super chats. I've been live for about a minute and a half. Hour and a half. The reason why I'm getting off here because the way YouTube works, if the numbers start to die and they just worse than what they were like at their peak, then I know for sure YouTube ain't gonna eventually push me and I gotta fight in YouTube. But yeah, I've been on here for an hour and a half. I got everything off I wanted to get off, other than I want to do more JUMANNE, but I'm about to go to the house for an hour and I gotta go pick up my medication and I gotta go to my game. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in, everybody with the super chats. I will see y'all shortly. I haven't even ate today. I gotta go eat too, like it's house. Appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace.